Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hobby Haven. I mentioned yesterday in my little Dollar Tree haul video that once I showcase these donut erasers that I would showcase my other erasers, and that would be the next kind of collection video. It's not a haul video because I didn't purchase them all yesterday or recently. The donuts are the only ones I've had recently. But yeah, so these are my collection ones I've kind of held on to for a few years. So let's do a quick little pan back. So I've got full pan over here, and we'll start over here and I'll showcase the ones we have. So these ones came as a set. It's from that Kickerland. I'm probably saying that right. Kickerland brand. But they're little blocks inside, and I love how the boxes say do not eat. But they are scented, yes, of course. So when you pull them, when they're in the box, it's not too bad, but when you pull them out, it can be quite overwhelming, especially that black tea one. It smells like an overdose of, like, you just poured water in a whole box of like orange pekoe or Earl Grey style tea, like the real dark ones. So yeah, they're really nice. I keep them in the boxes just because the scent is quite overwhelming, especially when they're all together. But they're nice ones, yes. So I'm not gonna. They are just little squares, similar to your standard ones. But I got these Mickey ones. So there's a little hand, and then the Minnie and Daisy. I got them from a mystery pack at Dollar Tree. They I showcased them, I believe, in one of my, I think it was my journals video that they had. I showed it in my junk journal, and they had little mystery packs of the stamps, like the self-ink stamps. But they also actually, Dollar Tree had erasers last year, and I haven't been able to find the eraser packs again. So I did only buy, I think I had to have a second one because I think this one comes with a different guy, but I have a feeling I gave it to my mom, or my cat has lost it under a couch. So that's probably the most likely option, is my cat has taken it and run with it. So these ones are really cute. I enjoy those. The Happy Birthday one, I do not know where I got her from. This one, I believe, could have just been like an extra item thrown in at a thrift store. But, or it could have been an item that was tossed on in a gift from my mom or my sister or something. So probably grabbed at Party City, or I grabbed it at Party City before they, well, they haven't closed in Canada, at least not the one in close by me. So, but yes, so I believe it might have come from there. This one came from just a set of this branded items, I believe some graphic pencils, so the eraser came with it. Your good old pink pearl ones. I know everybody loves these. Teachers enjoy them the most, or maybe they do, but I personally love this brand. I'm not the best at saying the brand, so yeah, so I enjoy those, like more of a white eraser when it comes to, like, if you're actually doing math or really hard working, like writing with a pencil. But if it's just kind of for fun, a little erase, the rest of these like themed ones are okay for that. The Spider-Man one came from an actual like stationery kit. I also got a Mandalorian one, but I gave all the items, I believe, to a family member. So that one's not with us anymore, but the Spider-Man one is. My husband just loves Spider-Man. So that's, yeah, kind of kept that one around just for, not for him to use, but just because he likes Spider-Man. The little ladybugs. These ones, I believe, came from Dollarama, and they were a set of 3, but I only have the blue one, and I think my mom and sister each have one of the other ones. So whether they still have them or not is a different story, but at the time, they received those ones. So this little love one came from another stationery set. It was like a unicorn sweets themed one that my husband got me one day because I was having a rough day from university, and he came home with this big stationery set with stickers and everything, and it's like, I don't know, it just made me so happy. So I absolutely love that. So these ones are actually from a local Japanese store that used to be in my city, but then it ended up moving to a city quite a few hours away. So but these ones are the erasers on the bottom, and then the top pulls up. Don't think I can. Oh, there we go. Do it with one hand, and then you roll it to pick up the shavings. Not going to do it on the fabric, but that's kind of the intention. It did get a little rubbed because I think I accidentally used that as the eraser portion to like do it quick and then realized that's not the eraser. That's kind of just the thing that picks up the shavings. But the eraser portion at the bottom is really nice. So I have 2 of those ones. And then I have a 3-pack of the bunnies. These ones came out at Dollarama. It's interesting how this one's got kind of a hole in the front, even though there's a hole in the back for his little tail. So it's I guess you can flip it if you need to. But yes, these ones come out at Easter time. I find they look a lot like the Peter Rabbit style ones, like the just that whole theme, and I just love the whole Peter Rabbit theme. So I grab them and I actually stick them out on my little shelves around my home around Easter. So that's kind of how I decorate. I'll use just the most random items, but if it's like a theme I think that'll work, I'll do that. So and then I have a couple of these little macaroon ones. I believe they came as a full set, like a full rainbow coloring, but over time I've just gifted them to other people. So I have those ones. Same with these little rainbows. I believe these were a set from Dollar Tree and they were for Valentine's Day. So you could give them out as little gifts to everybody. So I bought them, and I think I'm pretty sure I did actually give out quite a few to some friends and things and people I knew. They actually work really well. This one is quite worn. So, yeah, it sounds funny, but I can compare this one almost to the same of this brand, that kind of white eraser and a good quality. So yeah, so I still grab them. It is a puzzle eraser, so it does fall apart. I know when I gave them to a few friends, they broke it. So some of them just actually put it aside and they're like, oh, it's broken. I have to wait and try to glue it. And I was like, no, it's a puzzle eraser. It's meant to kind of pull apart and you put it back together. So yes, you can tell just the age of some people. I know the younger generation is like, all erasers are puzzles, and it's like, not all of them know. But, and not everybody knows that. I think that's the thing too. So yes, so I have those ones. And then I have a few of these Dr. Seuss ones. I just love them because they look like books. These come in a pretty big set from Dollar Tree. And I believe I split them with my mom and my sister. So they have, or had, don't know for sure who has what left, but it was from a few years ago. So we purchased a few of them. I know you still can find these at Dollar Tree. I see them in their kind of teacher area, Dr. Seuss section. So they have those ones. I did have a full chess set. I believe it was actually my mom's. And I was at her place once and I was like, ooh, I want the queen. That's the queen, right? Yeah, I think so. I want the queen and one other chess piece, I believe the knight. And she was like, oh yeah, go ahead. But she didn't know where the other ones were. So they must have been just in a container somewhere else. But yes, so she has the full chess set. And there is, yes, full chess pieces so you can play, but it is an eraser. These were the TY Beanie Boo ones. Again, they came as a bigger set and was just split up throughout or gifted just as gifts to people. So I believe I bought that set myself, and yes, gifted to a lot of family members and things, so, and friends. So these are the only 2 that I have left. And yes, the donuts, we know about them. They seem really cool. They've got just kind of the seal on them, and yeah, they're really nice. And then these are Crayola ones. They look like crayons, but they are erasers. So I cannot remember where I got these from. Probably Dollar Tree a few years back. But I have yet to see them again. So, but they do work. I did have another color. I believe it was green, and I used it quite extensively to the point that I actually had to almost like remove the paper, because it was getting in the way. So it does say, the names of them on it, but it isn't the color. It is just an eraser. So you're not erasing and all of a sudden it's like a streak of orange or a streak of yellow. They do erase quite well. So anywho, there's my little erasers collection. I know that there's multiple ones out. So, and I only buy if I really like them and I find like I guess a connection or a use for them. Like the donut ones, goodness, I can put them out around a little breakfast table or something, you know, if I'm having a themed like tea party or something like that. So like I said, with the bunnies, I do find uses for them. Same with the macaroons. They'll come out when I do little tea parties and kind of display them. So, yeah, so everybody has I guess a spot for it, but I do have this little milk. I don't know I have a feeling this is the skincare brand, but I don't know if they ever did a tin. So, but I got it at a thrift store, so that's why. But it has like a clear spot inside, like a viewpoint. So this may have just been like a candies or snacks. Maybe like those those milk toffees or something. That could have been what it was. And then you see on both sides. But I like having it so I can see what's in it. And so I'm not forgetting what's in that milk container. But anyways, that is my erasers collection. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Hobby Haven.